Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Mercedes. In today's video, I have polishes to share with you all from Victorian Varnish.
Show you a place where you gon' wanna move your feet.
All of these polishes are going to be releasing for October. We have a beautiful collection of creams. We have the cog of the month. So Victorian Varnish always does a cog of the month based on a theme that's created. And you always get a sticker, a collectible sticker with that cog of the month. We have beautiful toppers, so lots of fun goodies. So let me just get us right into the swatches. First up, we have the cog of the month, and this is Dedum. It's priced at $12, and it's going to come with a collectible sticker, which I will show you. This is a grayish jelly base with a mouthful of Aurora shimmer in red, green, and bronze, and inspired by sharks. And also the shark slippers that Salopes got the maker, Tammy. If you don't know who Salopes is, she's an amazing person. Latanya does lives over on Instagram, and Salopes is a sort of like her coordinator, not officially, unofficial. I'm going to leave all of their Instagram, social media, and all of that down below, but she's an amazing person. Now, this polish is absolutely stunning. It is a jelly base, so you did see that I went in for 3 coats just to reach full opacity. I think long and short nails, 3 coats is going to work best for you, and we're getting a beautiful, beautiful payoff. Now, when I remember going in on the first coat, and I was like, oh, this is a little bit sheer. I'm not sure if we're going to build up, but we certainly did build up. We're seeing lots and lots of that beautiful shimmer. The description says it's a mouthful of Aurora shimmer, and it definitely is. We're getting glimpses of red, of green, and bronze. All of it, guys. And I say this all of the time, but Victorian Varnish, when you read off a description, or when I read off a description and you guys are hearing it, you're going to see all of those colors that are listed. It's not like, oh, I see a little bit of this color, I see a little bit of that color. You see it all, and we definitely see all these beautiful colors in this base. I feel like we don't lose that grayish base either. We definitely see it peeking out from underneath, and then we just get the gorgeous, gorgeous shifts in this polish. Perfect for the fall. Pictured are 3 coats of Dedum with glossy top coats. Here is the collectible sticker that you will get with this month's cog of the month. I know I showed this off in my last video like a dum-dum because it was not for last month's cog of the month. It's definitely for this month. I don't know where my head was at, but I love the stickers from Victorian Varnish. They always are so detailed, and then the hollow sparkles and glitters on the stickers are always so beautiful. I actually bought magnets so that I can cut and then paste these stickers on just so I can put them on my helmers, specifically for the Victorian Varnish stickers. I am such a nervous Nelly, and I don't want to commit to stick stickers on my helmers and not be able to take them off and move them around. So that's why I got these cuttable magnets so that I can put stickers on them, but I specifically wanted them for the Victorian Varnish stickers because I love them. I love the detail of the work that goes into creating them, and I just love the sparkliness that comes with it. So you will get this collectible sticker with this month's cog of the month. Now we're moving into the Halloween topper trio. Each will be priced at $11. You can get all 3 for $30. Now I'm going to show them off swatched by themselves, and then I will show you how they look over some of the creams that will be available this month. This is Frankie Frankenton, and it has reflective glitter in it. This is a clear base with green, gold, blue, teal, ghost flakies, and green, gold, pink, peach, blue, purple UCC flakies with golden reflective glitter. I built it up in 2 coats. I wanted to show these off built up solo just because I think they look really beautiful on their own, honestly. If you wanted a little bit of sparkle and nothing too crazy, the flakies in this polish are absolutely stunning. The ghost flakies, they definitely appear on the nail. It's just crazy because you see them at certain angles and then you don't, but when you see them, they really are this beautiful mirror-like, surreal, sort of ethereal looking shade. We're getting a nice amount of reflective glitter in there, and the golden reflective glitter is really playing along with all these beautiful shifts that we're getting with these flakies. This I can definitely see over a like black polish, or even over like an orange, like a Halloween pumpkin orange, even like a burnt orange shade. This would look stunning over that. But it also is beautiful on its own. Pictured are 2 coats of Frankie Frankentin with a glossy top coat. Next up, we have Sherlock Scully Sanderson. This is a clear base assortment of neon, black, and white glitters with beautiful micro fire flakies running throughout the polish or throughout the nail. So on the first coat here, you can see we have tons of these beautiful different glitters. We get blue, we get teal, we get purple and pink and yellow and black, and just all of them. Now, I just did 2 coats for this just so you guys can see. If I would have done a 3rd coat, I would have got way more glitter payoff. Honestly, if you sponge this one on, you'll probably reach close to full opacity. I'm loving how we can see all these beautiful glitters all throughout the nail. These micro flakies that are in here, it almost looks like large particle shimmer because we're getting a couple different shifts. I see pink and peach, a little bit of yellow as well. So it really gives this polish, or this topper I should say, lots of dimension. This would look fabulous over any sort of base color, I think, just because of those flakies that are running throughout. It's really going to give that base polish some dimension and some beautiful shifts depending on the color that you wear. Pictured are 2 coats of Sherlock Scully Sanderson with a glossy top coat. The last topper we have is Bougie Betsy Boops. This one is a pale pink base with large particle shimmer in pink /light purple with pink micro hollow. This one, like, you couldn't even tell it was a topper because it built up beautifully in just 2 coats. If you wanted to wear this on its own, I think out of all 3 of these, this would be the best one if you wanted like a nice sparkly neutral look. I did 2 coats. If you're thinking of wearing this on its own, I'd say 2 to 3, depending on your preference and how much nail line you want showing through. But this one is going to completely transform your polish or your base underneath, and in a good way. We get lots of beautiful sparkle because of the pink micro hollow in here. I love large particle shimmer because it just adds more sparkliness, and I'm a huge fan of anything sparkly. This is such a dainty, pretty color on the nails, but it is gonna make for an amazing transformation when you pair it with a base color. Pictured are 2 coats of Bougie Betsy Boops with a glossy top coat. Now I'm going to show you the toppers with some of the cream polishes that are going to be available this month, and I'll get to these cream polishes as soon as we swatch these toppers. So the first topper is Bougie Betsy Boops. We're going over this more darker, like gray slate sort of shade, and you can see how the sparkle just illuminates even more, right? The base color is still there, but we're getting a lot more of that nice pink, and it's making it more bold and more vibrant. Here we have Sherlock Scully Sanderson over this more purpley sort of base, and you see those flakies, right? I'm telling you, they just like transformed everything, and now we're getting a lovely like purpley, darker gray and pink sort of mix. And the neon glitters, they're still there, they're still bright, but the big star of the show is definitely the micro flakies. And then the last one we had was Frankie Frankentin, and oh my goodness, guys, this is definitely one of my favorites because look how beautiful that topper just paired with this polish. Those flakies are just popping. They are here to play, they are here to sparkle and have so much fun. Definitely beautiful. I'm telling you, this topper is like gonna look amazing over all sorts of different colors. Now we're moving on to the cream collection. This is the 50 Shades to 50 Ways. This is inspired by a conversation Tammy the maker had with Polished Out of Hand. I'm going to leave their handle down below. And the book 50 Shades of Grey, the song 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. Did you guys read 50 Shades of Grey? I read that back in the day when I was in nursing school. Let me know if you did. But anyways, these polishes are going to be $8 each or $40 for the whole collection. This is gray on gray, and it's an asphalt deep dark gray, almost black with neutral undertones. Now, I decided to do a third coat. I could have left it at 2, but I think it's really going to depend on how you're polishing. I just wanted a more even, more darker sort of look, so I went in for that third coat, but it wasn't really necessary. I was just sort of playing around with the formula and just kind of seeing how it would look. Now, I know this is described as an almost black, but honestly, you can definitely tell that it's like a deep dark gray. It's not one of those polishes where it's like Linkin Park After Dark, you know, that OPI shade that you put on and you're like, oh, like this is not, this just looks black, you know what I mean? But this one doesn't. You can tell that it's a deep dark gray and you can see those neutral undertones. So really enjoyed this one. Pictured our 3 coats of gray on gray with a glossy top coat. Next up we have This Is Not a Red Room, and it's described as a deep purple gray with a red blue undertones. This one we went on a little bit sheer on that first coat. This is more of a jellyish sort of, I want to say jelly actually, I'd say like crelly. All of these are, so keep that in mind. But on that second coat we are really building up to that nice purpley deep gray sort of shade, like a very dusty color. This is going to look beautiful under these toppers that I just showed you guys because it's a lighter sort of a dustier shade. It's going to look really good. So I did go in for 3 coats. I'm going to say 2 to 3 coats for everybody. We get this lovely dusty shade like I mentioned. I feel like I can definitely see the red and blue undertones from within. Like if you think about, okay, this is a deep purple gray, what sorts of undertones, right? Because you're going to have a ton of cream polishes, but they're not all going to look the same because it's going to depend on what you're using to mix it and the undertones that there are. So I definitely see like a drop of red in here and a drop of blue mixed in. Really enjoyed this shade. I love dusty colors and I love them definitely for the fall time. Pictured are 3 coats of This Is Not a Red Room with a glossy top coat. Next up we have Make a Plan Stan. This one's described as a denim slate blue gray with dusty blue green undertones. So just like the first one, we go on a little bit sheer. We have those crelly vibes, but we really are going to build up to a nice full color. I love the brushes from Victorian Varnish. I know I'm not a brush snob, guys. I'm not a brush snob, okay? But I can appreciate when a brush is really good. And for people who love brushes, you will love the Victorian Varnish brush. It just makes it so easy to polish. Polish doesn't run down the stem. It stays on your brush and it goes where it needs to go on the nail. But anyways, back to the polish. I did 3 coats. I'm going to recommend 2 to 3 for everybody. You're going to get this beautiful dusty blue green sort of shade. I guess I can see denim, right? It says it's denim slate blue gray. I don't know. I see more of a dusty teal. Tell me what you guys see. But I love even though this is like dusty, I still love that there's some sort of vibrancy to it. And I almost wonder if it's just those undertones that are like peeking through and mixing in with the actual like denim blue slate sort of base. Really enjoyed this one as well, and I think it looks really good on my tan skin. Pictured are 3 coats of Make a Plan Stan with a glossy top coat. Next up, we have That's a Power Suit, and this one is described as a light gray with subtle light blue undertones. Now, you guys know I'm not a baby blue fan, right? But let me just be quiet and let's just look at the swatches, okay? And then I'll have my opinions. But again, we go on crelly-like on that first coat. The second coat we build up and we can definitely see more of the actual light gray color, right? This definitely looks like a lighter version of cement gray. I decided to do a third coat. I'm going to recommend 2 to 3 for everybody, but I think that third coat really just rounds this polish out and gives you what is described in the bottle, right? Light gray and then subtle light blue undertones. So do I see subtle light blue undertones? Yes, a little bit. I see a little bit of blue, right? Not baby blue like I was initially thinking, but definitely just a little bit blue, right? Like you have the gray, the light gray polish, and then you took a drop of light blue and just boop, just dropped it right into the bottle. And this is what we're getting, this beautiful, beautiful shade. Pictured are 3 coats of That's a Power Suit with a glossy top coat. And the last polish in this collection is Don't Have to Be Coy Roy. This one's described as a light slate purple gray with violet undertones. So like the other ones in fashion, we go on crelly like on the first coat, but we are already seeing the purple in this polish and definitely seeing those violet undertones. On the second coat, we built up even to more opacity. I just love how all of these cream polishes just apply so smoothly. I know I have said in the past, and I always say for cream polishes, I usually prefer 2 coats, but it depends on the formulation, right? Now, if I'm polishing and a cream polish is more crelly-like to me, right, in my opinion, then 3 coats is okay, right? Because it's more of that juicier, crellier, lighter, thinner sort of formula. But if we're working with like straight up more opaque, thicker, more fuller cream polishes, then I will expect just to do 2 coats. So I always play it by formulation, and that's how I know, okay, am I going to prefer 2 or am I going to prefer 3? And all of these were more, they're definitely cream, right? But to me, they're more of a crellier sort of consistency. And that's not a bad thing, because with crelly polishes, you get that nice, plump, juicy look that I personally love. And we still built up to a beautiful shade. Like, look at this color, guys. Look how bold and vibrant it still looks, and still being a dusty shade. All the polishes in this cream collection, you really have options too, right? You can do 2 coats and use a topper. You can do 1 coat as a base and then use your topper. So it provides a lot of versatile options if you think about it that way as well. But I definitely enjoy this polish. I felt like it was the most colorful out of the bunch, because we had a lot of that violet peeking through. Pictured are 3 coats of Don't Have to Be Coy Roy with a glossy top coat. All right, everybody, that is all that I have for you today. Let me know if you are planning on picking up any of these polishes. Victorian Varnish is such an amazing brand, and they are consistent. They keep coming out with amazing products and amazing polishes. I've tried a lot of the hand care items recently, and I'm so in love. So if you're not feeling any of these polishes, just hop on their website, check out what they have for hand care. You're probably going to really enjoy it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next one.